The city of joy. The epicenter of culture. The land of artists and thinkers. A city of revolutionary heritage. Kolkata is a city with a soul. But is the soul getting sullied? Is it getting eroded?
Kolkata, the city of joy, has always taken pride in its culture and heritage. But the perception about the city is changing fast. Even after a change of guard in 2011 assembly elections, where the people had given their mandate for Poriborton. But it seems there has only been cosmetic change in the city. Where is that real Poriborton or the change? Why is there so much outcry about women's safety? Is the Chief Minister, who had created a lot of hope among the people, failing to deliver? Is there lack of policing in checking crime against women? Where are we heading to?
The city is now making headlines for achievements of a different kind. Glaring statistics categorize West Bengal as one of the most unsafe for women.
It's completely tragic what's happening to Kolkata. I know in my mother's generation, she used to always take pride that she used to tell everybody who came to visit us that our city is one place in India where a woman is safe no matter what time of day or night it is, whether she's traveling by public transport, whether she's walking alone on the road. It was completely safe. In fact, Calcuttans took pride in the fact that if a woman felt in any way discomfited on a bus, for example, everybody in the bus would rally around her, and whoever was the person who was the guilty party would really have to be careful. All this seems to be going out of the window, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, there are these shocking stories every other day about women being raped.
Even if these are just numbers, the facts on the ground are of no comfort either.
In the morning when I left, we had this para concept, and there were these boys who would always hang around, the Bekar Jubok, we used to call them, the unemployed youth, hang around, and they would pass these harmless comments and, that nice sari, oh, you're out early today. And we used to be very upset and very whatever, and, walk past them. And that was it. They didn't do anything more. And that was their, cheap thrills they got in the morning. We never looked at them, we didn't want to know them, and, we would walk past. But at night, when I came back, they were my security. They used to be still hanging around, nothing to do. But they were my security because I knew, because I had to walk down after I got off a long dark stretch. I knew that I was safe because they wouldn't let anything happen to me.
From jumping off a moving train to scaling the gate of a high-rise complex, women in Kolkata are being compelled to take perilous steps to save themselves from the rising incidents of sexual crimes. Crimes which now threaten to sully the fabric of the city of joy.
Yes, as years have gone by, situations have changed a little bit. I think that concern from the citizens of the city are there and are not there. If you look at about 20-25 years ago, if any incident would happen, or there would be a scream, or someone would shout for help, you would have a lot of people running to the person's assistance. Unfortunately, in today's day, if someone really needs help, people look the other way. So, I think it's very, very important from our point to look at what the citizens of the city feel, how they feel, how they react. Are those good old days gone where chivalry does not exist, or people do not kind of charge when someone requires help? Also, there have been incidents. There have been incidents in pockets. And just for those couple of hundred or couple of thousand people who have behaved in a very irrational and a derogatory way, I think it's not right to blame the entire city and calling it unsafe. There have been pockets of incidents.
But the denial is evident everywhere here. The city before this had never been dragged to face its monsters. Rapes happen in movies, in Delhi, and to people they couldn't liken to the girls in the family.
It's totally absurd. There's a Tagore play called Tasher Desh, in which everything happens in a sort of topsy-turvy manner and things are not the way it's supposed to be. This is what's happening in our country right now, in our state and in our city. So I'm completely disgusted and horrified, and one feels unsafe because not only are you unsafe from people on the street, but the people who are supposed to protect you.
When a Mumbai-based TV show anchor was molested near Howrah station this very week, the crowd of gawkers did nothing. Where did all the warmth disappear when two women were being harassed by a gang of hooligans blocks away from the Howrah station?
I think it's degrading. I don't know why it's happening, because my parents used to be fine with me returning home at 9. But today my mother's calling me and she's like, please leave home by 7, like we are scared. So I think somehow, somewhere something is wrong. Calcutta's security is day by day degrading, and obviously we pack up our whatever we have walked, and we choose to go home very early, because I live here only in Shialda, and places nearby Shialda station and nearby College Street only is becoming more and more worse day by day.
A sea of men had gathered around, but not a single one came to help. This is just one case where a woman has been let down by Kolkata. But this case near Howrah station is just one of the many such incidents that have instilled fear in the women of this city. For over 16 months, this 38-year-old has been referred to as the Park Street rape victim. She was allegedly raped by 5 men after she stepped out of a city hotel and accepted a lift in their car.
As a person who's been through the entire trauma of, of the incident that had occurred with me last year, and I'm still learning to come to terms with that, but it's very, very traumatic. So definitely not. There is no safety in our city. I mean, every nook and corner, every bus stop, outside a child's school, now children start to even, wonder, like, are their masters in school good enough? I mean, it's come to such a point.
Oblivious to her agony, the Chief Minister shamelessly belittled her trauma by calling it a political conspiracy. Probably her move was prompted after seeing the surging crimes against women. They are not victims. They are survivors.
Seriously, the situation has reached such a point where no woman is safe. Whether you're a journalist, whether you're a police officer, whether you're a doctor, whether you're traveling in your own car, you're not safe.
I feel Mamata gave the wrong signals right from the beginning. Because when the first Park Street case happened, and we keep going back to it, is because she gave the signals that there was nothing wrong. She transferred the police officer, Damayanti Sen, and what was the message she was sending out? That, there is nothing happening, I have blinkers on, And anything that happens, you put the blame onto the CPM. So everything was politicized. It wasn't actually about civil society and safety, security, where no colors exist.
Unfortunately, the insensitiveness of Bengal's first woman chief minister is still very much present. Kolkata's reputation of safety evidently relies on the compliance of its women, who may well pay the ultimate price even if they follow the rules. The city seems to be caught in an uneasy bind, torn between the old and the new.
There is the political will also. I believe only social movement or administrative measures cannot help. There is the political will, there must be the political will that our party do not give any kind of leverage. We will not help you if you are caught with in a eve-teasing case, or because I think rape happens much after there is this kind of accumulation of such offences, because people taste things out that make being a bit offensive, then somewhat more offensive, then it may be that leads to various other sexual aggression.
The Chief Minister's denial probably just a confirmation of the city's unspoken suspicion. Following every incident of crimes against women, the easily outraged Bengali morality whispered into Kolkata's ears, and the city's ministers spoke out loud. But there is the other side too, and that section is willing to fight for Kolkata, fight to get its soul back. Seven outrageous cases of crimes against women. Once peaceful neighborhoods on the fringes of the city, now witnessing shocking rise in crime graphs.
And moreover, the crimes are increasing because police is also inactive. They just say that what we can do, we will get one call from the higher authorities, we have to leave them. The situation has come out like this only. So, and being as a mother of two daughters, I'm really suffering a lot, unless and until they come back at home in the evening.
Some incidents make news. There is uproar for a while, and very soon the city comfortably slides into the predictable complacency. A change of guard at the corridors of power has not brought much change on the ground. Kolkata has failed to protect its women on many occasions.
What I feel is a sad thing is that it's scaring the citizens into staying in. You know, so what I don't like about it, this is the Calcutta I grew up in, this is my city. So who on earth are you, to come out of nowhere, and whether you're coming on bikes or rickshaws or taxis or buses or whatever you come in, that's irrelevant. But who are you to come and make your rules? Where I'm supposed to stay in because I'm scared of you. I'm not scared of you.
The tall claims of night patrolling and stricter vigil has unfortunately been merely on paper.
I'm standing in the Salt Lake Sector 5 area of Kolkata, which is known as the IT hub of the city. Just a few days ago, 2 girls were stalked and harassed in this area. And if you look behind me, you'll see 2 sets of street lamps, a white set and a yellow set. And yet from the time we have come here, we haven't seen any policemen patrolling or sitting at kiosks. So we can see a lot of money is being spent on lights, but not enough on security.
They have fallen woefully short of eradicating the fear psychosis rooted deep inside these soft targets in the city. It is a little after 10 p.m. While in some parts of the city, the noise persists, the others have descended into an uneasy calm. Uneasy because of what we found in booths meant to be manned by cops.
While the Coronamoi area of Salt Lake is one of the busiest areas of Salt Lake during the day at 1 a.m. as it is right now, not only are the streets deserted, but so are 2 police kiosks in the area.
Not a soul in sight. The banners were firmly in place, meant to make the women feel safe. But where are the guards? Where are Kolkata's protectors?
Increasing number of incidents of eve-teasing, molestation and rapes have been reported in recent times, and a sense of nervousness prevails amongst Kolkatans. But with vigilance being stepped up by the police, the people of Kolkata have not lost hope. They are willing to stand up and retaliate to fight the fear that has gripped the city of joy.
For those who have a personal and emotional connection to the city, a sense of hope still prevails.
Only if the authorities take the right actions at the right time. It's not too late.
The sights and sounds of the city still inspire. The plot is not lost just yet.
Most importantly, not be afraid. You cannot be afraid of imbecile morons like this. You cannot be afraid.
Safety is a responsibility of citizens within themselves. Police, of course, I'm sure, are overburdened and overworked with hundreds and hundreds of cases coming forward. But I think a priority should be that women should feel safe wherever they are going to a large extent. If you talk to many of them, the fear is there. It could be because there's been a huge outcry for all the incidents happening across media, across elements, across discussion, and we are discussing it right now also. But according to me, overall, I feel Calcutta is still that close, warm-hearted city with a lot of feeling.
The road to Kolkata is still strewn with joy, charm and aspirations. The women have a burning desire to be free. They want to unabashedly breathe the air of freedom. And Kolkata simply owes this to its women.